In a recent report generated by AI ranking brand intimacy, Cardano comes to play, ranking first in the crypto industry and 26 amongst high ranking brands such as Disney, Tesla, YouTube, and much more. In today's video, I want to cover what the heck is a brand intimacy report and why is Cardano on it. First things first, here are all the companies in this brand intimacy report. Here are the basic rankings, and as you can see as we scroll down, amongst all these major companies who have definitely intimate brands, we see Cardano 26th place and Bitcoin at 30th. In terms of all of crypto and this report, we see Cardano as number 1. And if you're wondering what the heck is this report, because I was too at first, basically this is a report put together every year by the people at MBLM, basically a marketing agency, and people who gauge intimacy between brands. And they've compared 600 brands, 19 different industries, and 1.4 billion words, basically by AI and a system to assess all of these different things, from social mentions to much more, with their consumers and rate them on different scales. Essentially, they're taking a lot of data, putting it through a system, and determining where this data meets the fact that the brand has an intimate relationship with their consumers and the people surrounding the brand, interacting with the brand, and using the product. Now, I'm not going to say that this is the end-all be-all of reports, because it definitely isn't, but it is very interesting to see we have Cardano among the ranks and the likes of these major companies that pretty much everyone in the world knows about, or at least knows about one or two of them. As we scroll down in the report, we will very quickly see that Cardano is a feature in this report. Number 1 in the crypto industry, but also just being in general outperforming all of the other financial service brands in their study and ranking number 26 in all of the brands out of 600. If you're wondering why Cardano is skyrocketing, that is just the main keyword that is associated with Cardano. Honestly, this is more of a crypto general thing. People like to hype up prices and definitely do get emotional when they're talking about cryptocurrency. Cardano, however, I do feel very biased towards. However, I think there is some truth in the fact that a lot of people in Cardano care a lot more and have a more intimate brand or relationship with the Cardano cryptocurrency community and just greater brand overall of Cardano because of the amount that people care for the technical side of things and not just price just go up. As mentioned on this report, Cardano is number 1 in the crypto industry, followed by Bitcoin at number 30 in the report, and the rest of the crypto industry that is documented on this report is a lot less prevalent, is a lot less up there in the rankings, in the hundreds of the rankings pretty much. But overall, cryptocurrency, the industry average is not so high of a quotient score of 36.8. Cardano's being over 52, I believe. Yeah, 52. So high above the average of cryptocurrencies. And there is the question on my mind, why is this? And is this accurate? Hard to answer that, but in my personal experience, I have found that people around Cardano are very passionate and interlocked with the community and the technical aspects of Cardano. The brand intimacy model is heavily rated on a strong emotional connection between the users and the brand. Now, Cardano is a decentralized protocol, or that's the aim to be. So in general, Cardano's brand is really the protocol's strengths and how people interact with the name Cardano on social media and where they're directing their emotion in a good, positive way towards it. I think the average Cardano user right now who is on Twitter interacting with the community does have a very strong emotional connection, because even in the bear market, people are still talking, tweeting, and going over important things from the fundamental aspects of Cardano's protocol, from decentralization to scalability to security. And in crypto in general, there's a lot of people who fall under the strong emotional connection category, just with the fact that they're trying to find a way out of traditional financial systems and have a better path forward for currency in general. So although my opinion is completely biased to trust this report or endorse this report and say, hey, Cardano's number 1, I do think there is some merit there. And honestly, if you're watching this and you're not a big fan of Cardano or me, then take it with a grain of salt and go read the report for yourself. Go indulge however you wish in this report. Interpret it however you want. But I do think that it's not for nothing that AI has found Cardano is doing pretty well in top intimate brand rankings. That's cool. That's awesome to see. However, in a real world impact stance, I do hope that this carries through and Cardano continues to deliver, because certainly there's a ton of people backing it and a ton of people who are passionate about making real world changes within Cardano. Although Cardano and cryptocurrencies right now certainly aren't skyrocketing by any means in terms of price, I think emotional sentiment and the stronger connection that is forming during tougher times is evident in the report we just looked at, and just how much people are still sticking around when their investments are down 60 to 90% depending on when they got in. Some people, maybe they're not underwater, but most people are. Yet this strong amount of intimacy or emotional connection to these brands, quote unquote, rather these cryptocurrency protocols, remains, because the greater good and the greater amount of people who are still here are not really looking for just price go up. They're looking for something that can change the way people transact daily with cryptocurrencies, with digital currencies, and hopefully to replace the existing not so great centralized currencies. Anyways, that's it for today's video. If you want to stake your Cardano to earn passive ADA on your ADA, you can do so with the Jack stake pool. We are ready for the Vasil hard fork and looking forward to that. So see you guys in the next video. It's been your friend Jack. Peace out.